Well, there it is. We are live. Once again, it's been a couple days since I was live. My big goal was to. There's Minecraft. Here's Angry Birds Star Wars Edition. My big goal was to live stream PS3 with Mateo. Me and him playing, and thought it would be awesome. It'd be fun. It'd be amazing. And with like clockwork. Like fucking clockwork. My PS3 takes a shit a couple days after I get the studio set up. It's amazing. You know how, I don't know. I don't want to say Murphy's Law, but whatever. It's Murphy's Law. It's whatever. Just very disappointing. Whatever, you know. And there's like 100 million PS3s out there. And mine works for 7 years, and it breaks the week before I'm ready to use it. Not even the week before, 2 days before. 2 days before I'm ready to use the PS3, it breaks. Hey, baby.
Where's
It's on. I took it out of the car. What? Don't lock this door. Don't lock this door. Okay, it's fine. I'll bang it down. That was the wifey. Started this workout routine. It's the 10th day of the year. We worked out every single day every day. I say every day except for one. No, we didn't. One day I got called into work, so we didn't work. We didn't do a workout in the morning, but we did a workout in the nighttime. I got her a Fitbit 5. Christmas, she's loving it. Today, instead of doing the P90X or whatever, sometimes we do Zumba. Watch a YouTube video, do Zumba. Sometimes I do P90X because I got the box set thing. And sometimes today we went to the park and we walked 1.6 miles, and then it started raining. Took the dog, so that was cool. That was cool. But unfortunately, I wanted to play video games with Mateo on YouTube. But like a thing he really wanted to do as a little kid, and I have the PS3, and we went and bought some games, and I got all the setup, hooked up this room, and I watched a lot of videos on it, and then my PS3 broke. Then I watched a lot of videos on how to fix it, so I followed all the steps that these guys showed me online, and I couldn't get mine work. My PS3 is over. What's going on here? I don't know. Oh, it says it's private? It's not private. Public live stream, son. Done. Let's change this to Wednesday rant. Wednesday rant. All right, so built the studio, got the PS3, got all the hookups for it, got the Elgato stream plug thing. PS3 breaks. So I wanted to buy another one because, and then I took it apart. I don't even know if that's better or worse. It's probably fucking worse. Here's part of the problem also. And I don't know where to get another one. Let's see here. Probably hit some people up at work. See, I mean, there's got to be some PS3s just sitting around that no one wants. Oh, there's a controller. Game controller wireless, GameStar Bluetooth joysticks, $45. Why? So my wife doesn't drive. She's never driven in her life, and we drive our car. And it's just, I was thinking about getting her one of these things, like a what do you call it? A Monza mod, or I don't know what the correct term for it is. A pedal kit, steering wheel, shifter kit, and I think Monza is the one everybody really drives. So thinking about getting her that for teaching her how to drive that way. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be dope. Anyway. That was that. So the whole thought of streaming with Mateo with the PS3 and playing like Angry Birds. He's 4 years old. Playing Angry Birds or something like that just went out just shit out the door when the PS3 broke. Really upset me. Still mad about it. Honestly, I'm mad because I took it apart and I can't fix it. And things like that I can usually fix. I can usually fix PS3s. I can take apart stereos, make them work again. Take apart cameras, make them work again. I mean, it's right here on the edge of the desk. Right there. So if anybody out there, I mean, there's nobody watching, but one of the things that I do, I work from 6:30 at night to 6:30 in the morning. Okay. So I work days and nights. Sometimes I work 6:30 day, 6:30 in the evening. Tomorrow starts a 4-day hitch. So I'll work 4 12s, 48 hours in 4 days. So wifey and kid are in the bedroom. They're sleeping right now. It's like 9 o'clock on a Tuesday night. I'll stay awake until 4 in the morning, which is 8 hours from now. So I built this YouTube studio in this back room so I could just, I don't know why, have a hobby. I originally built this because I liked, of course, Rogan. I liked, there's a couple different people I liked. And podcasters, interviewers, that kind of course, what the WTF, Mark Maron, and that's my dog howling. Let me go shut her up. Gotcha! No howling. So I probably need to. What I need to do is just sack it up and buy. I mean, we got so many things that we want to buy right now. My wife's lost her glasses, so we need to go buy glasses. Whenever I buy a pair of glasses, I never buy one. I buy two, and I don't buy junk. I buy decent quality, just so you have them. Just so we have. I have like 12 pairs of glasses. That's no joke. Like 12 pairs of glasses. Oh, Cha-Cha's pissed off. See what she wants. What's that about? All right. We got a dog. Shelter. Rescue. Big hound of some sort. Shepherdish looking. This dog is a fucking maniac. Excuse my language. This dog has dug 50 holes in the backyard. She only eats certain foods, canned food. I gave her dry food. She just flipped the bowl over. We've tried 3 different dry foods because they are exponentially cheaper to give the dog dry food than canned food. Canned food, even at your best, it's $1 a can. At your best, it's $1 a can. This dog is currently eating 2 cans a day, $2 a day, $60 a month at minimum, because there's chew toys and there's raw hides and all that kind of stuff. So at minimum, $60 a month. Yes, since now we have 3 people in the house, I am budget conscious. First time in my life. Before I was just like, buy whatever, do whatever. So for the first time in my life, I am budget conscious. I am, Anyway. I gave the dog a can this morning, and then we had some stew meat from leftovers. It was like 2 days old or whatever, so we didn't want to eat it, and heated it up. And then I made turkey gravy from a package, and I made a big bowl of her dry food, and put the stew meat, turkey gravy all over dry food, and she ate the entire bowl. And she was just flipping her bowl over outside just now because she was hungry. She wanted more food. That's 3 times in one day I fed this damn dog. I paid a small fortune to get the sewer pipe coming out of my kitchen rerouted, and they foamed the pipe where it comes out of the brick wall, so it's like bubbly. Dog ate the foam. I don't know what to do. I want to give this dog back to the pound we gave her. There's moments where she's so sweet, and then moments where she's just a maniac. My breathing is real bad. Yeah, I have asthma. And I'm giant fat. See what's going to be like tomorrow. Get on with it. Midland, Texas. Currently 6 degrees Celsius outside. It's 6. I'm 6. Tonight it will get down to 5, 4, at 3 a.m. Oh, 4 degrees. Oh, what's going on here? Wait for it. All right. Wait for it. Weather.com has so many ads to keep it afloat that it just can't help itself but get stuck. Bio Conclave, Tylenol. Here, waiting. See if it has anything here. 6, 5, 10 p.m. is 5, 4, 1, 7 a.m. 0. The 2% chance precipitation. It will get up to 18 degrees tomorrow, which is what, 30, 45 degrees centigrade? I mean, Fahrenheit? Let's see here. There you go, Fahrenheit. Yeah, I mean, 65 degrees. Yeah, if 0 is 32. $65 sounds about right, right? And then, this is Wednesday. 7 p.m. is when I go to work. Boom, 54 degrees. So it's only going to get down to 34. Cool, not freezing. I'm a controller on a pipeline, and when the weather gets down to freezing, you can have just like when it freezes in your house, your pipes can break. Well, our pipes can break out there in the field. So let's check out some news. Let's check out the Gateway Pundit. Some alternative news. See what they have to say. Premeditated manslaughter of millions of people, coordinated at the highest levels. Naomi Wolf and Dr. Malone respond to Project Veritas's bombshell. It's not that big of a bombshell, I think. That Dr. Fauci had his hands in the Wuhan lab of virology. I'm guessing that the United States has its hands in. If there's a Institute of Virology anywhere in the world, we have something to do with it somewhere. Somebody paid somebody a visit. Just because you want to see what they're doing. Even if, I mean, fund it, unfund it, not fund it. I mean, the fact that he's lying about it is kind of... And I am double vaxxed and boosted. So, I'm not a microchip in the vaccine dude. But just from a governmental safety standard, CIA, FBI, point of view, I'm pretty sure if there's an Institute of Virology somewhere in the world, some American somebody has gone there under some guise and gone, hey, I got $50,000 for you. Just let me look around. Make sure you're not making, crazy shit. Officer Mike Bird was even interviewed by DC police before he was exonerated for killing Ashley Baplett in cold blood. Well, yeah, this is a situation, in my opinion, where two idiots met each other, right? So while there are a large amount of very good police, and there is also a large amount of absolutely incompetent police people in the United States, persons who have badges and guns, and shouldn't, but because they are a part of a union or part of a brotherhood or whatever, and this guy's one of them. He has a prior history of, if I don't want to speak out of turn, but he left his gun in a bathroom once, right? And this lady, if you saw the video, like, sweetheart, you're in the Capitol and you're trying to jump through a window that was just broken. And this is just where two people with really bad judgment met each other at a point in history. I'm sorry. FBI continues to hide facts about the murder of Seth Rich. Maybe. Could be. Frightening European regulators warn about dangers of frequent COVID booster over immune system risks. Yes. Yes. And like I said, I'm double vaxxed and boosted. I don't know if I'd go for a second one. That might be enough mRNA in my system. I'm at the point where, I got the shot, then I got the booster. I got the first shot, then I got the second shot, and I waited 6 months, and I got the booster. And, like, at this point, getting COVID might be better for me than getting a booster. That makes any sense. So scary to think about that like that, but anyway. American Airlines passengers storms cockpit during boarding, breaks flight control, tries to jump out the window. Well, I'm an American Airlines frequent flyer mileage holder, and I find that American Airlines is usually way more ruly than Southwest, JetBlue. Hi. Southwest, JetBlue. Hi. Sit down, babies. Sit down.
Mateo's.
Mateo's here too? What happened? You want me to go? What happened? Yeah. Everything's okay? Oh. Yeah, my wife wanted me to come in there and sleep, but I did that last set of shifts, and then I go fall asleep at 10 o'clock at night, and I wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning. And I work at 6 at night. Anyway, here, Lori Lightfoot, fully vaccinated and boosted. COVID. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot tests positive for COVID. Yeah, sure, of course. It's not news. You get the vaccine, it doesn't mean you're not going to get COVID. It means you're not going to. You shouldn't. You're more. You're less likely to have adverse consequences. You know. This is confusing. Biden asks if you want to be on the side of racist Democrat George Wallace or Martin Luther King Jr. Idiot. Idiot president. Idiot. The people of Delaware, you truly are fools. Keeping that same guy in there since 1970, what, 3? Fools. Watch. Fauci caught hot mic calling GOP Senator Marshall a moron, and then shares pictures of Rand Paul calling for his firing. Yeah. Joe Biden falsely claims he got arrested marching, and I watched that. He was joking. Kinzinger mocks Cruz after House Committee investigating January 6th Capitol riot issues statement on unsupported claim that Ray Epps was an FBI informant. I don't know if Ray Epps is or it isn't. Definitely suspicious, but this Kinzinger guy, just cringe, bro. Just cringe. And I'm sure somebody's going to find out what that Ray Epps dude is. Biden slips up, calls Kamala President Harris in speech, calling on Senate to nuke filibuster rules for voting rights bill. Oh, God. COVID child abuse. Virginia elementary school teachers hold class outdoors. Jeez. There's snow on the ground. Cops suspect Bob Saget suffered a heart attack or stroke based on position of the body. Yeah, sad. 65. Yeah. Father teaches young son that he has a new gender every day. It's none of your fucking business. Okay. Antifa terrorist with bomb gets bond while January 6 political prisoners languish in jail with no bail, no bond, no equal justice. Yeah, but this guy was in Florida, I think. And those people are in D.C. Antifa man with the bomb was arrested in the past January 6th, a political rally in Florida. Right. See? Florida, yeah. Florida is not... Yeah. The prison reform, bill reform, that's fake. Yeah. Was Ray Epps a Fed? I can't answer that. FBI assistant director refuses to answer any... Yeah, I know. I'm insulted you asked the question. Biden snaps the reporter asking about Stacey Abrams' snub. Stacey Abrams. Dr. Zelenko, zinc is the bullet. It kills the virus. The only problem is the bullet doesn't get to the place where it needs to be. Okay. Sure. I've heard zinc kills sicknesses for years. Here we go. CDC will likely update guidelines calling people who wear N95 or KN95 masks. Yeah. Now, even far-left media is reporting on the grocery store crisis and empty shelves across the nation. Well, we just went shopping today, and I'm in Midland, Texas. We're in the middle of nowhere, so we're not necessarily like LA or New York. We're not really close to stuff, and grocery was full today. Let's go read the Daily Wire. Jonathan Isaac, why I stand. Basketball player, conservative Christian guy. Biden calls Kamala President Harris again. Yeah, because he's an old doddering fool. Don't read into that. McConnell warns Democrats would regret abolishing the filibuster nuclear winter. Yes, absolutely. I'm a Democrat. I'm a registered Democrat. Haven't really voted for a Democrat in a while. But yes, he's right. Harry Reid. Harry Reid got some. I can't remember. What was it that Harry Reid got rid of in the. Harry Reid amended the. Was it the confirmation process or the budget process? Okay, Harry Reid changed some rule in the Senate, and now the Republicans have exploited the hell out of it. And now, if they want to get rid of the filibuster and the Republicans take control, it's not how the country's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to have this filibuster. It's supposed to. Damn. What was it? Frank Capra, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. It was a one-man filibuster reading nursery rhymes or something. Maybe that was Ted Cruz reading nursery rhymes. Man receives heart transplant from genetically altered pig. This has never been done before. Yeah. That's an Alex Jones thing. Human pig hybrids. Fauci, Walensky mocked for mixed message on masks at hearing on Omicron. There's a what's it called? A crossover between PragerU and the Daily Wire. They're PragerU people right here. I've never seen an episode of that Candace, because I don't usually on that. Are you planning for this? Reese Witherspoon trends on Twitter for pushing parallel digital identity and aspirational morning routine. What does that mean? Up until now, Reese Witherspoon has remained fairly uncontroversial, generally well-liked A-lister for just about everyone. But the Legally Blonde star has been getting a little political. Trashed the verdict in the Kyle Rittenhouse. Thanks to some surprising things she says. Witherspoon, almost 3 million followers, couldn't help but react to her out-of-the-blue statement, which read, "In the near future, every person will have a parallel digital identity. Avatars, crypto wallets, digital goods will all be norm. Are you planning for this?" So blink twice if Zuck is holding you hostage. Nice. Nice. New film, Capital Punishment, counters media's January 6th insurrection narrative. Yeah, it's a new film that no one will ever see. USA Today, pedophilia is merely inappropriate among the most misunderstood conditions. USA Today, pedophilia is merely inappropriate among the most misunderstood conditions in America. It's very, I want to say Nero, but he wasn't the ruler of Rome that had the he had the secret, not secret at all. He had the one of the rulers of Rome had a special villa that had a hot pool full of young boys waiting for him at his beck and call. But weird. Fox News medical guest, all vaccine mandates should be dropped due to Omicron. Fox News medical, all vaccine mandates should be due. We hope so. We have a massive outbreak of Omicron in Midland, Texas, and at my work. And there's quite a few people who have Omicron at work, and no one's been hospitalized. Seems like Red Cross announces first ever national blood crisis. Well, so I used to every 3 months donate blood, and I haven't in a couple years. So around the world have affected the flow of goods around the world. Everything for semiconductor chips. First ever national blood crisis this week. Maybe I will go and donate. Federal agency making list of personal religious information of vaccines, objecting to employees. You want to do something real fun? My no viewers. Would you like to here? Hashtag Midland, hashtag news. Public. It's like a thumbnail real fast. Save. Go down here and check out my. Go over here and this, like this, like this. Oops. This studio. Live. There we go. Create thumbnail. Create thumbnail. Continue. We'll go text. Need a strap shadow on that. There you go. Reading the news together. Looks good. Continue. Save and publish. Okay. All right. All my nobody that are watching. All right, everybody that's not watching, I just built a thumbnail for this thing. Let's go to Yahoo. Want us to do this? Want to do something fun? Let's go to Yahoo and see how many people I have no idea who they are. That's always a good time. There we go. All right. Police, NFL quarterback. Who is this guy? Seahawks backup, Geno Smith. Oh, Geno Smith. Come on, bud. Was clocked at well over 60 miles an hour. Well over the 60-mile-an-hour limit of Washington Interstate prior to his Monday arrest. He He was going. Refused a breathalyzer. Yeah, he was drunk. By the way, 16 years sober myself. Thank you, everybody that is not watching. 16 years I'm sober, so I don't have those problems. Alabama star seriously injured revealed. Reportedly diagnosed with torn ACL. Ah, horrible. Georgia star quickly realizes wardrobe mistake. But I am happy that I'm a big Alabama fan. Not die-hard, Crimson Tide, but I like him. The fact that Georgia beat him, I'm also like that. New tales emerge about Mob Saga's final hours. Very sad. Very sad. Cause of death unknown. Yeah. Former NFL quarterback looks like a man in rare appearance. What? Andrew Luck looks like a new man in rare public appearance alongside Robert Griffin III. Yeah, there's another dude. Yeah, Luck, great quarterback, Stanford, real smart dude, and CTE, or he had too many injuries and said, I'm out. How could Steelers coach have missed the NFL final? What? Mike Tomlin slept through the wild Chargers Raiders ending with Steelers playoff berth at stake. So what? He was tired. Dude, sometimes it's fit. Why would you want? Why? Who cares? Like, you have no control. If one team wins, it helps you. One team loses, it doesn't help you. But watching it doesn't help you either. I wouldn't have done that either. It's like one year, God, I forgot. God, this is back in the 90s. Anybody remembers? There was a big giant offensive lineman. I think he played for USC Trojans, and he knew he was going top 5, top 10. He had already worked it out. They knew that, the first pick was going to be whatever quarterback, second pick was going to be whatever wide receiver, third pick was going to be whatever other quarterback, and he was going to be like fourth, fifth, or sixth, and they already had the teams worked out. They already kind of knew it. It wasn't going to be a surprise. He went fishing instead of going to the draft. Why not? Because once he gets drafted, he knows the rest of the blah blah blah. This guy knows. Mike Tomlin, if whatever team wins and they make the playoffs or whatever, he's got a lot of work ahead of him. A lot of film to watch, a lot of video to watch, a lot of guys to coach, a lot of guys to show what to do. He's got a lot of stuff coming up. Glued to the collective TVs during the wild. Viewers most at stake, most of the drama. Tomlin told reporters on Tuesday he didn't see Daniel Carlson's game-winning field goal against the Los Angeles Chargers that clinched the playoffs versus the Lakers and his Pittsburgh Steelers. He was asleep. I missed the end of it. I dozed off. Yeah, fine. Do it. Awesome. Now we get to the meat of the thing. Gina Davis calls out certain male actor who said she was too old to be his on-screen love interest. What? Gina calls out certain male actor. Okay, which one? Gina Davis, who founded the Gina Davis Institute in Gender and Media in 2004, noted that most often, yes, yeah. She was the bombshell, man. She was a bombshell back then. Bombshell. Everybody knows it. John Madden net worth. Well, who cares? Gives a shit. Nick Saban interrupts press conference after loss And you need to hear this. No, I don't. Scientists believed COVID leaked from Wuhan lab, but feared debate could hurt international what? Scientists believe COVID leaked from Wuhan lab, but feared debate could hurt international harmony. How? First of all, what? Listen, everybody knew it leaks from the lab. You're the. We didn't want to tell you everything everybody was already talking about. You're late to the show, son. Chelsea Handler dons pot leaf bikini to ski through the woods. Why not? Who gives a shit? Really? Eagle's meal suddenly interrupted when fiercer predator swoops in. Boss has arrived. Ooh, who's this? Who's boss, son? A young bald eagle was recorded on a trail cam enjoying a deer carcass in peace when the silence. With the video in northern Minnesota, the eagle is seen picking at the deer carcass. Okay. Developed its iconic coloration, which generally happens around 4 to 5 years of age. Okay. Outside is the squadron of ravens hopping and fluttering around it. A larger and older swoops. Another eagle, larger and older, swoops in from out of the frame and tackles the competition. Boss has arrived. Another eagle. I thought it was going to be like a pigeon. Beat the eagle. It's like you ever see those things where like a cat fights off a bear. Jen Psaki's schools. Fox News reporter Peter Ducey on how COVID vaccines work. I bet you that's fake. Nobody schools anybody on whatever. Gotcha. Okay, good for you. Several players from Alabama enter NCAA transfer portal. Really? As the 21 season comes to a close, the roster management of the Alabama team starts anew. That is true for every team in the league. Transfers out of Alabama. Paul Tyson, quarterback. New to transfer portal. Okay. I can see that if he's like a third stringer. He ain't going to play. Outside linebacker. I don't know who that guy is. Billingsley, tight end. Yeah, maybe. Offensive lineman, new transfer. Transferred to University of UAB, University of Alabama. Birmingham, University of Alabama, Birmingham. Transferred to Georgia Tech. Okay. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of guys that didn't get any playtime. That team is... Why, you know? A lot of these guys that go there because, you know, there's a chance to win a ring. There's a chance to win the SEC. There's a chance to win the national championship. And I get it. And a lot of people get it. But, I mean, you look at what, like... Who was... I'm not sure if it was Aaron Donald, or Khalil Mack. One of those two guys went to University of Buffalo. Everybody knew about him. I mean, you're the best player on the team. Or did Jerry Rice went? I mean, God, dude, spread it around. Go somewhere else and be the best of the like right now. USC is a storied program, and it's a dumpster fire. You know, you can go there and just as a running back, go there and destroy. I mean, the Pac-12 isn't that strong. I mean, they're not that bad. Don't get me wrong. Oregon was great half the season, 3/4 of the season. Utah was great 3/4 of the season. I think Utah State beat Ohio State in the Rose Bowl. Go there and help them out. You know, you'll still make the playoffs. You'll still make the you'll make the draft. Anyway, whatever. ESPN's Greg McElroy attacks Alabama's Jahleel Billingsley play in national champion. Okay, whatever. Autopsy completed and his new TCOs around death are released. Okay. Okay. Fauci caught on hot mic after heated exchange with Republican senator. Yeah, no shit. Entertainment. Breaking news. GOP Oversight Committee releases email showing Fauci concealed lab leak information. Yes, of course he did. Of course he did. Dude, he's almost... I don't know how old he is, but... Dr. course he's 81. He's 81 years old and he's still doing this shit. You know why? Got a lot of stuff's going to come out if he don't stick around to protect himself. Walmart's secret clearance sale has Hoover vax for 50% off, and that's just the start. What? What? Okay. Trans swimmers faced off in Ivy League meet, and the result upended transphobic arguments against what? Trans swimmer faced off in an Ivy League meet, and the result upended transphobic arguments against their participation. No, it didn't. I haven't even read it yet, and I can tell you it didn't. Transgender athletes participating in women's sports has been a hot button and a hot issue. Trans athletes compete in women's sporting events. There is a scant concrete examples available. Ivy League swimming received outsized attention for providing just that. Two trans swimmers, the University of Pennsylvania's Leah Thompson and Yale's Isaac Henning, faced off to head, and results challenged many transphobic talking points used to argue against their participation. The closely watched 100-meter freestyle event, Henning, who identifies as a man, but has not yet undertaken a hormonal transition, finished first and bested the next fastest swimmer by more than 1.5 seconds. But Thomas, who has been at the center of the controversy in recent weeks, perceived biological advantage, touched the wall after Henning to take 6th place at the race. What? So Henning, who identifies as a man, won. Yeah. And then the second place one is the man that identifies as a woman. Which, I don't understand your point. For the first 3 years of their college swim career, Thomas competed as the Quakers men's swim team, according to the Swim Swam. According to Swim Swam, coming out as a trans woman, the Austin, Texas native spent 2 years transitioning. Jeez. Listen, you all, here's my opinion. I love it. I've changed my opinion. I love the trans athletes. I went to Cal State University Fullerton. Fullerton had a great football team. Not an amazing football team. Not an awesome football team. It wasn't a winning program, but it was a great team. It was something on Saturdays. We'd have a home stadium, and we'd all go, and we had these tailgate and picnics, and some of the people traveled, and it was a big thing. And the university got sued. I believe they got sued. A lot of universities got sued in the late 80s, and in the early 90s. And by women who said they wanted equal rights amendment. So a lot of the universities come out, like an Alabama program or some other one, and said, all right, we'll give out 300 male scholarships or 500 male scholarships, track and football and big. We'll give out 500 women's scholarships. And the women that were sued accepted it. Said, all right, you're going to spend 500 on this, 500 on this. But some other lawsuits didn't accept that. But they said, we want 500 male, if you're going to have 500 male scholarships, we want 500 female scholarships. Plus, if you're going to spend $10 million on men's sports, we want to spend $10 million on women's sports. And the men said, that's not a really good comparison, because there is no women's sport like football. There is no women's sport that has 60 athletes, that has to travel 40 or 38 or whatever they do. On top of that, they have all the gear. I mean, to outfit a football player is a ton of gear from head to toe. There is no women's sport that's equivalent. Number one. Number two, men's college football, number one money generating sport. With men's college basketball, number two. Men's college baseball, number three, especially if you go to Omaha. think women's college basketball is the only thing that makes a profit. So you're talking about you're getting like just suing them, getting rid of a football team. Anyway, a lot of progressive women in the 1980s and 90s destroyed a lot of men's sports in college. A lot of women's lawsuits destroyed men's sports in the late 80s, early 90s. And now these trans people are coming in to destroy these women. And I do not feel bad about it. Sorry. And I know that that Gail lady, that friend of Oprah Winfrey's, is like, I think Serena Williams is the greatest athlete of all time, not just tennis player, but athlete. Wait till the trans show up and they'll shatter her record. You're an idiot, Gail King. People are sharing signs of a toxic workplace you could spot on your first day, and it's useful as AF. Bonker boss. Had 2 interviews to work housekeeping at a hospital. Got a call night of the second interview around midnight, and the guy saying, I'm just so excited I wanted to call you and tell you I'm going to call you the job tomorrow. Clocking out and then working more. Yep. Work doesn't match the job description. Yep. Like, no, I was hired to be a waitress, which has a lower hourly wage due to tips. The entire shift, they had me wash dishes in the sink, but paid me waitress wages. Working for free until you learn. Yeah, that's a weird one. Exploiting people. Salesman for a vacuum company. First sales call was a slightly elderly woman who was supporting her son in hospital. The supervisor training me pushed to make the sale until this old woman was in tears. Just as she was about to sign the paperwork, I asked if it actually wanted the vacuum, and she said it was lovely, but she couldn't afford it. I took the paperwork away and having to pay to use the microwave. Inappropriate hijinks. Yeah. Bad sanitation practices. Yeah. Where I work, we have a brand new, beautiful place where I work, but we were in an old one, and 3 times a week the bathroom's plugged up. It's just disgusting. Paying for training. Yep. Oh yeah. My wife got stuck in that. Illogical rules. Yep. Said email and fax were strictly forbidden as he only believed in communication in person, right? Tricky electronic store. Yep. So crazy. Hugh Hefner's wife, Crystal, unveils the real her after removing everything fake from her body. Okay. Damn, she was knockout. And then she removed everything fake. St. Elmo shrimp cocktail at national championship caused media lose their minds. Huh? Nick Saban and his medical team wouldn't allow Jameson Williams to play despite his desire to. Yeah, well, you're gonna son. Listen, this kid, when you get into the pros, you'll thank him for saving your career. Heidi Klum shows skin in sexy cutout. Dundas gown, whatever. You lost me. I tried Gordon Ramsay's order at In-N-Out, which he says he prefers to Shake Shack, and I loved every. Oh, they got a. Animal style. Wow. This girl made the news by eating a hamburger animal style. Not by inventing animal style, just eating animal style. That is some clickbait shit right there. It's crazy shit. People are sharing the disgustingly cheap habits of the rich people in their lives. Yeah. Bourbon for beginners. No, I am a recovering alcoholic with 16 years of sobriety. I am not a beginner, and I don't want bourbon. $100 off. Walmart has the Ninja 12-in-1 multi-cooker for the lowest price ever. Carrie Underwood goes makeup free for new gym selfie. You don't even need makeup. You don't even need makeup. Why would you wear makeup in the gym? Stupid. Like they're not human. Britney Spears posts pics wearing nothing but a red thong. Great. Good for you. Good for you. Another loss. Bama's Nick Saban made a point of praising two players. Conference. Good for you. Non-Americans are sharing distinctively American foods they really, really crave when they leave. Anybody can have a hamburger. I lost my job at 58. Here's how I get by until retirement. That's rough. That is rough. I am the same age as this chick, and I look horrible. Crystal Hefner removes everything. I already saw that. Here's the racism and cruelty Fox News rewarded when it promoted Jesse Waters. What? Rolling. Whatever happened to Rolling Stone? They went into a world that they don't fit in. They were great. Rolling Stone was great. Here's the racism and cruelty Fox News rewarded when it promoted Jesse Waters. What? In a just universe. That's how you started. Who wrote this? Ryan Bort. In a just universe, someone would find Jesse Waters in his saddest moment, a time of crisis and sorrow, and mock him on camera before broadcasting the footage millions of giggling viewers. An indignity the longtime Fox News host once foisted upon homeless people living in New York's Penn Station. In this universe, however, Waters is getting promoted. Dude, Waters is killing it. And Ryan Bort, you're sad. 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 The network announced Monday that it was giving Waters his own 7 p.m. show to lead into Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, and Lauren Ingraham. Respectively, the show will be called Jesse Waters Primetime. And if the host's career thus far of any indication, it will be a reliable cesspool of bigotry, misinformation, and more than anything, the smug, self-satisfied air of someone who has been able to parlay a total and utter lack of shame into millions. I watch his shows. He's not incredibly informed. He's not super smart. I mean, Tucker Carlson is super smart. I don't really follow what Tucker Carlson has to say a lot, but it's super smart. And then Hannity's not super smart, but he's super informed. And this guy's not super smart or super informed, but he's lighthearted. He's super lighthearted about the news. And you're like, you write this from a point of like either you're cucked, or you're jealous, super jealous of this dude. Really weird. And I'm not a fan of him, so. Stay interviews are coming, and here's what workers need to know. Next big trend in the Great Resignation era, view entire posts. Whatever. That's cool. U.S. Steel. Pittsburgh U.S. Steel announced Tuesday that it has selected a location to build its new $3 billion technically advanced steel mill. Steel mill. Steel mill. Probably the first story, and you got to pay for it. It's worth the shit on Yahoo. That was weird. All right, so we read Yahoo and whatever. You know? One view. That's pretty cool. Hey, somebody almost watched the show. Somebody almost watched my show. That's crazy. Let's go check out YouTube. Let's see if Mercada's on. Let's see if this guy gets them all right now. Nick Ricada. He usually does live streams in the middle of the night. No. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. New Year's Eve conversations. That's really weird. Anyway, I like Ricada. He's pretty cool. I don't know. Let's see what's on the post. Post Millennial? Is that what it's called? Post Millennial. Breaking. Rand accuses Fauci of discriminating. Okay. Former CNN producer John faces $15 million civil lawsuit alleging horrific sexual abuse. Dude, CNN's got some problems. Trudeau says Canada has enough to give everyone 4 doses if necessary. Well, good for you. Dr. Peterson says CDC has no excuse for failing to identify deaths with COVID from deaths. Horrible. Breaking. Number 2 breaking on the Post Millennial. Tucker Carlson joins Getter. Maybe it just doesn't matter to me. I just signed up for my very first Facebook page. Go find my phone. Phone in here? My dog is super weird because you can totally sleep in here. This dog is, I don't know. You can sleep inside the house. We got a crate in there with a towel, and then we have a blanket. Sleeping way out there under the tree. I don't know. It's like 40 degrees outside. Whatever. This is so weird. Intel CEO says it's essential for U.S. to partner with Japan, South Korea for democratic values over China. Yeah, okay. What about with India? Ben Shapiro calls Joe Biden a pathetic dotard for invoking George Wallace during the voting rights speech. Yeah. That was pretty stupid. Antifa urges members to destroy evidence to avoid arrest from shooting and riot in Portland. Yeah, pretty much. DC Antifa writer who pleaded guilty sentenced to 60 days house arrest, no prison time, no community service. Yeah, sounds right. We Americans dodged a bullet. We dodged a bullet. That Merrick Garland guy. Now, now that we see what he's all about, thank God he didn't become a Supreme Court justice. Thank God. Let's post millennial. Let's try red. Let's try red state. Adam Kinzinger blows up January 6th game against the GOP with his Ray Epps defense. Huh? That's interesting. Whatever. Let's try this. I haven't been on here in a long time. Huffington Post. I haven't been on the Huffington Post in 5 years. I'm tired of being quiet. Okay. Biden urges the Senate to save itself. Okay. Democrats say it's time to cut a deal and salvage Build Back Better. Nah, you're done. Pretty sure it's done. Half of Western Europe could soon be affected with COVID-19. Well, at least they're going to get it over with. We're all going to get it at some point. After we all get it, that's all going to get gone. Right? Isn't that how it works? I don't know. Once we all get it, it'll be gone. Ben Affleck, glad he never ran for Congress, says Ayanna Pressley would have beat him. You think Ayanna Pressley represents the same district that Ben Affleck comes from? Come on now. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well. Jeez, what's going on? GOP activist who opposed COVID-19 vaccine rules dies after virus complications. That's cool, but that's not news. That's an idiot. GOP activist. Who? Really? Who? Oh, idiot. She opposed the vaccine, she died from it. That's what do you call that? Whatever. Irony of life? I don't know. Let's check out CNN. Republicans stand up for Mike Rounds after Donald Trump's attack. Oh. Trump on GOP senator, I will never endorse this jerk again. Okay. All right. Maybe that'll make a difference. Maybe it won't. Who knows? Uh-oh. I just popped a big old blister on my foot. Didn't know I had it. And accused by January 6th. The Point by Chris. Somebody needs to change their name. New York Times put an exact question to a group of Republican voters recently, and the answers are both instructive and alarming. Way overblown? Yeah. Misrepresented? Sure. Blown out of proportion? Uh-huh. Dude, I'm a Democrat, and I'm saying it's way overblown. Way overblown. Dude, it's not 9/11. But when 9/11 happened, I watched people crying in the streets. In California. I was in California when it happened. January 6th panel subpoenas former White House official who helped draft the Trump speech. Why? He made a speechwriter. Whatever. So stupid. There's this Saliza again. Ted Cruz act of cowardice. Okay. Pretty girl, but Democrat who campaigned on sending she campaigned on sending Americans a monthly $1,000 check. No, No shit. Oh. Really? She's part Haitian, and her campaign was give everybody money. Oh, God. Love it. What's that? What is that? Wow. Wow. Dennis Jameson loses the ability to walk, diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome. Wow. She was married to a UFC fighter for a long time. When I lived in Huntington Beach, he lived like a block away from me. I see that guy work out all the time. God, was Tino Ortiz. Jeez, mountain of a human being. What is that guy? Who knows? Are these ads? Sidney Poitier has been around since I was a kid. I've never seen anything he's ever done. He did some shit before I was alive, but it's weird that, you know, I don't know. Check out Fox News. They have a much better website. Fox is a great website, or had a great website. I'm not sure what it looks like. I haven't looked at it in a long time. Top Doc lets professional mask slip in heated hot mic explosion after clash with GOP rep. Guess who Joe Biden thinks is the leader of the free world? His wife. Family forced boy to freeze to death as punishment. Aww. Horrible. Mom and teen seen leaving baby for dead in dumpster. Defends the daughter. Get the fuck out of here. Conservative group buys mobile billboard to give Biden a less than friendly welcome in Georgia for big speech. Greg Gagwell calls out Biden for comments during speech about Democratic voting bill. Biden leaves stand report. Stacey Abrams thanks Biden Harris for Georgia's speech. She skipped. Yeah, of course she did. She wanted to be vice president of the United States because she was a one-term local state senator. Hannity blasts Biden over party. Look at this fucking fool. He does not look like the same guy. Go back and watch a Jay Leno episode of When Biden was the vice president, Leno did Leno's Garage episode where they drove Biden's Corvette convertible, Stingray, 64, something like that, and he was sentient. Now he just poops in his diapers. CDC doubles down on flawed mass study out. American airline plane damaged by passenger at Honduran airport who reportedly broke into the cockpit. Okay. So the first one, I read that earlier, but I didn't know it was from Honduras. You know what I was saying? You know what I was saying? McCarthy puts Pelosi on notice over market trading with solemn vow. So she's exempt from getting in trouble for insider trading, but her husband is not. Really? Or is her husband? Liz Warren demands Powell. What? Liz Warren demands Fed's Powell release more details on the trading scandal. Senator Warren raises suspicion that the Fed failed to disclose scope of ethics scandal to the public. Sure, they did. More information: the financial trade made by several top officials at onset of coronavirus pandemic. Yes, a whole bunch of. I think it was the head of the St. Louis Fed. A couple of them. We're insider trading. Biden trusted thousands of illegal immigrants to report to ICE. They didn't. Yeah, no shit. The Washington Post columnist, it's time to make life living hell for the unvaccinated. Whatever. McConnell threatens Senate shutdown if Democrats nuke filibuster. Yep. Amazon workers in Alabama to vote by mail in do-over union election. I am pro-union. Slightly pro-union. When I mean slightly, I've said this before. I worked at a refinery in California that we were non-union. And we got paid exactly $1 more than Arco refinery down the street, and they were union. So they would negotiate, they would go through and they would negotiate and they would pick it and they'd lose money and then they would get a contract and they'd be, this is back in the 90s, so it'd be like $17 an hour or $21 an hour or whatever it was. It wasn't very high. It was high for then, but not for now. It's like 93 or something like that. Like starting. I think the contract was that they negotiated was 3 times minimum wage, and minimum wage was $6 an hour in 91, so it was like $18 an hour. That was their contract. It was 3 times starting a starting union refinery operator for Arca was $18 an hour, was 3 times minimum wage. So if minimum wage went up, the contract went up. That's starting. Then you'd be a level. That's a level 1. You'd be a level 2. You'd be a level 3 operator, something like that. And we started off at 19. So, and not only would they be $18 an hour, but like, I don't know, like $200 a paycheck or $100 a paycheck would go to the union, or $100 a month, $50 a paycheck would go to the union. And anyway, we got the same exact contract as them, and they went all through all the work and stuff to get it, and then we would benefit from it. So, hats off to the union guys, busting ass and getting good contracts so we can benefit from it. I don't know if that kind of stuff still goes on. Rooftop Revelations. Poverty ran my family until it ran into me. Right on. UK police bust 2 London men in cold case disappearance of a 14-year-old boy. Oh, that's sad. Investigators detained 5 in connection with the shooting death of off-duty officer. That's sad. Fernando Uriel Arroyos. Holy moly. It's a name and a half. 3 men and 2 women. 3 men and 2 women were detained Tuesday afternoon. Okay. Oh, and detained 5 in connection with the shooting death of an off-duty LAPD cop. 5 men detained. Investigation continues into peace moments that led up to the death of an off-duty cop who was fatally shot while house hunting with his girlfriend. Oh, how sad. I knew Rami, this chick Ronnie, and her son, his 16th birthday, he was looking for a car. And he went up to look at this car. His 16th or 18th birthday, he's looking at this car, and he's a Mexican kid, and a black kid went up behind him, was just riding a bike down the street, and the guy was looking in the car and shot him in the back of the head. It was a summer where this one black kid on a bicycle killed like 6 people in North Long Beach. They caught him. He's doing life. But just on 16th birthday, you're at the height of your happiness, getting your first car, and then killed. And this one was fatally shot while house hunting with his girlfriend. Sheriff's Department said 3 men and 2 women were detained Tuesday in connection with the investigation. Oh, sad. 27, three-year veteran was assigned to the LA Police Department Olympic Division. He was killed Monday during an attempted robbery in South Los Angeles. Damn. The officer was his girlfriend in an alley taking photos of a property they were interested in buying when a pickup truck pulled up nearby. Several suspects got out and confronted the couple. Arroyos exchanged gunfire with the suspects, LAPD chief said. Sheriff's deputy responded to the scene and took Arroyos hospital. He later died in their patrol car, left behind a mother and stepfather. Yet a promising future, a bright future, was taken. Street robbery. Investigators have found 2 firearms at the scene. One belonged to Arroyo. The other is believed to belong to one of the suspects. Another shooting occurred a few miles away from where he was shot. The man was taken to a hospital. Investigators have not determined if both shootings are related. Soraya death is a grim reminder that safety on the streets in Los Angeles is fleeting and that there are growing disregard of human life. Dude, I am so glad I left LA County. I am so glad I left LA County. Not that it's not unsafe here. Not that shit like that can't happen anywhere. But my God. New York City man accused of attacking man for wearing Israel Defense Force hoodie arrested, charged with a hate crime. Outside of a Foot Locker. Staten Island man who attacked a Jewish man in Brooklyn last month for wearing an IDF sweatshirt arrested Tuesday and expected to make his first court appearance. Suleiman Uthman. Yeah, there you go. Charged with assault and a hate crime and aggravated assault. Blake Zavluz and a friend, Ivan Kagodovich, both 21, were waiting for a Foot Locker to open on the morning of December 26th when they were approached by 2 men, according to the reports. The men allegedly hurled anti-Semitic insults at them. One of them reported he took issue with sweatshirt, which bore the insignia of the Israeli Defense Force, a source told Fox. He probably got the stupid sweatshirt at fucking Goodwill. The attack ignited a wave of support for Zadvitsky, including from Republican City Councilwoman Ina developed organized a rally anti-Semitism in the month. Thank you. Join us to the rally against New York Governor Kathy, whoever, called the attack abhorrent and unacceptable and said the anti-Semitism. Yeah. He crimes against Jews in New York is like eating a bagel in New York. It happens all the fucking time. Yeah. Yeah, he sold to the guy for wearing a sweatshirt. The thing is, dude, I have sweatshirts. I was wearing this sweatshirt today at Sam's Club, and I had a Monster drink in my hand, a Monster shirt and a Monster drink, and I got this free at a motorcycle event a long time ago. And the lady's like, "Are you sponsored?" I was like, "What?" Oh yeah, dude, we in the United States we get stuff with stuff on it and we just wear it. You know what I mean? Dude, I got shirts all the time. I have no idea what they mean. They have little symbols on them. They have stupid stuff on them. No idea what they mean. Just have them. You know? You get free shirts. You get free stuff. You know, just how it is. You wear them. Former Oklahoma police officer sentenced to 25 years in murder of daughter's boyfriend. Ooh wee! There's something you don't hear every day. Killing his daughter's boyfriend after five trials was sentenced last week 25 years. He had five. Tulsa Police Department was also ordered to cover costs of the gravestone for Jeremy Lake, 19. It will be 3 years. What? Weird. We'll do all sorts of shit. I can't blame him, though. I didn't read the story, but I can't. Packers' Aaron Rodgers hilariously mocks Giants for quarterback sneak on 3rd and 9 play. Okay. Former Victoria's Secret model Adriana Lima sells Florida mansion for 40 mil. Damn, he makes some money. Antonio Brown is feeling a bit remorseful over his sideline meltdown. Is he? But is he? Shirtless, Antonio Brown lands in LA for dinner with Kanye West. Says dramatic exit wasn't necessary. Former Tampa Bay Buccaneer wide receiver Antonio Brown is feeling a bit remorseful over his sideline meltdown at MetLife Stadium during the team's Week 17 matchup against the New York Jets. Brown was heading to a dinner with Kanye West at a popular West Hollywood restaurant on Monday night when he told TMZ that undressing on the sideline before throwing the rest of his gear in the stands was probably not the best idea. Probably wasn't necessary or professional, he said, as he signed autographs. Why do you want his autograph? He's washed up. He's washed up. Washed up. His talent in life was wide receiver. Like, that's why he's having dinner with Kanye. Not because he's a rapper or he's a musical genius or he's good with he's a great accountant or he's good with style or his talent was catching footballs. And once he shat on that, soon the rest will follow and will fall apart. NASDAQ leads tech recovery. S&P Dow follow. Thank you. Bed surge. Counting down closer. Fox Nation offers free preview of Who Can Forget in tandem with Season 5 release. Yeah. Trans rights is going to bite women's rights on the ass. That is my opinion, also. That's what I think will happen. Whale and diver almost collide. Cool. Ah, Suzanne Summers. Aw. Bob Saget had two sides. With body sense of humor. The Full House Mary. Still coming to terms with learning the Bob Saget's death on TV. I had to pick my jaw off the floor. Three's Company and step by step, Star told Fox News at first. Yeah, Saget. It's weird shit, man. Yep, sad stuff. I think I could. Supposed to be, I could go over more. Let's see. Jenna Kramer debuts new boyfriend. Listen to your heart. Debuted her new relationship with boyfriend Ian, whoever, in a social media post. I don't know who she is. 38 share posts of videos of her quality time together. The snapshot featured the couple at the beach. Who the fuck are you? I don't know who you are. Shoppers astounded by thinning grocery store supplies. It's just empty shelves. Really, I haven't noticed. Rooftop Revelations. Rooftop Revelations, Olympic corporate partner, proud of sponsorship despite China's treatment of Uyghurs. Anybody gave a shit, they'd still want a free Tibet. No one wants a free Tibet. Adriana Lima sells her house. Amazon workers in Alabama. Girl Scout cookie season. Kudlow, Biden's presidency has unraveled in just under a year. All right, let's go to. I have a thing here. Let's check out this. I have a CPAPper called the Remaster Pro N6. Here. There we go.
My name is Jason. I'm a registered sleep technician. I'm going to show you how to change the pressure on a Respironics RemStar Auto M series machine. So first things first, probably wouldn't do this without talking to your doctor first. Sometimes your doctor is not really helpful, and so you have to take matters into your own hands if you don't feel like your pressure is right. If you're waking up every morning and you feel great with your CPAP or APAP, I wouldn't change the pressure. Start changing the pressure.
There are three.
Because the pressure has been set based on your sleep study results. Now sometimes you didn't have REM. Alright, so here it is. There's the power plug in the back here. Right there. So, first thing I'm going to do is pull the plug on this. And if anyone tells you this is illegal, seriously, just tell them to shut up. It's one of those rumors that I think started in a sleep lab one time and people thought it sounded cool and edgy to say. So they just kept it going. So, I'm assuming you have your big boy pants on and aren't going to do this all willy-nilly. So, you want to push down on these top two, the side-to-side arrows, and then push the power back in and continue to hold. And wait. Alright, so now we have it. So if you hit any of these buttons, it's going to kick you out of it and you're going to have to do it again. So you don't want to do, first thing you can do, you can check the data, just hitting the side-to-side arrows. You can see your usage, 7-day and 30-day leak information. It's not detailed stuff of when you did it, unless you have a data-capable machine, like you'd have a card in the back and you'd have the program, which are available. And no, it's not illegal. Oh my gosh. So what you want to do is setup. Hit the plus button, it'll take you to setup, and then you're going to use, hit these to toggle through. So if you want to have it on CPAP, which by the way, you can get a machine that's an auto adjusting machine. You just have to know the proper code, and right now I can't remember off the top of my head. But if you join my forum, I would be happy to find it for you. So anyway, you can toggle between CPAP or auto, and I would go auto, because why not? If you know how to set it right. Then you're going to advance it. And so auto max. So this is going to be if you look on your machine, or I'm sorry, if you look at your report, if you're just starting off and you don't know how to study, or if you're trying to adjust it, you want to find when you're on your back and in REM and you have no apneas or hypopneas or snoring or RERAs, or at least as few as possible. And then let's pretend, just for sake of argument, that happened at 10. You're on your back in your REM at 10 and everything is perfect. Go to 11 and then set it. Then advance. This is auto minimum. So this is when, if you sleep on your side and you notice that one of your pressures are great while you're on your side. So try to think of an example. You're on your side in non-REM and it's the pressure that was best there. You can probably start it there. Let's pretend like that was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 or something. You probably go one above that. Again, this is just a little willy-nilly. This is debatable here. The upper pressure, I should go back. So the upper pressure, why do you go one more? Well, just in case you gain a little weight or it's not quite as high as you need. And the reason you cap it off is sometimes if you open your mouth with these machines, they're kind of stupid and they don't realize that your mouth leak is a mouth leak. They think that you're not breathing, and so they're going to increase the pressure, which is going to make your mouth leak worse, which is going to increase the pressure until it goes to the max, and you're going to wake up saying, what the hell just happened? Well, what happened is you had a mouth leak. So anyway, you want to try to cap it off so it doesn't get too bad. And there you go. So then we advance that, and like I said, try to pick a number. Don't go as low as you can possibly go because it's going to take some time to ramp up to 11 if your body needs it. So you want to go kind of close. Again, that's probably up to personal preference. So here you can change your C-flex settings. You can do that out of this mode, but you can also do it in this mode. 3 is going to be the most amount of relief when you exhale. This is C-flex, is an older machine, but they have A-flex models with this. You can turn it off, whatever. Auto ramp time, you can adjust the ramp. This here is the ramp button, so if you're using an auto machine, it's kind of dumb to use it, but with a CPAP machine, what that'll do is if your pressure is static at 12, it'll ramp it up slowly over a 20-minute period, or actually you can set that right here. You can set the ramp for, so in 15 minutes, it is going to take me from 4, and you can adjust that. It'll take you from 5 to 12 in those 15 minutes. That's how you set that. Mask alert, so that's if you have a high leak, it'll alert you to it. You can turn that on or off. Auto off feature, so if you took the mask off in the middle of the night, it would shut off the machine instead of keeping it running. Just senses an extremely high leak and will turn it off. Split night time, don't worry about that. That's for using these for diagnostic sleep lab stuff. Here you can turn AHI and leak values on so it shows, and you don't have to actually go into this every single time like a big pain in the ass. You can just set it on here, so now it's going to show. And a patient reminder, this is a reminder that after 90 days or 180 days or 270 days, you can get certain pieces of equipment. So this is just reset it. So again, if you're going to change the pressure, just be smart to get equipment or whatever. That is it. When you want to get out of there, just hit any button, it'll take away the option there. And then you have to own your hands at that point. One time, and we'll thought I'd do this all willy. So you want to, first thing you can do, you can check the data, just hitting the side-to-side arrows. You can see your usage, 7-day and 30-day leak information. It's not detailed stuff of when you did it, unless you have a data-capable machine, like you'd have a card in the back and you'd have the program, which are available. And no, it's not illegal. Oh my gosh. So what you want to do is setup. Hit the plus button, it'll take you to setup, and then you're going to use, hit these to toggle through. So if you want to have it on CPAP, which by the way, you can get a machine that's an auto adjusting machine. You just have to know the proper code, and right now I can't remember off the top of my head. But if you join my forum, I would be happy to find it for you. So anyway, you can toggle between CPAP or auto, and I would go auto, because why not? If you know how to set it right. Then you're going to advance it. And so auto max. So this is going to be if you look on your machine, or I'm sorry, if you look at your report, if you're just starting off and you know how to study it, or if you're trying to adjust it, you want to find when you're on your back and in REM and you have no apneas or hypopneas or snoring or RERAs, or at least as few as possible. And then let's pretend, just for sake of argument, that happened at 10. You're on your back in your REM at 10 and everything is perfect. Go to 11 and then set it. Then advance. This is auto minimum. So this is when, if you sleep on your side and you notice that one of your pressures look great while you're on your side. So try to think of an example. You're on your side in non-REM and it's the pressure that was best there. You can probably start it there. Let's pretend like that was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 or something. You probably go one above that. Again, this is just a little willy-nilly. This is, you know, debatable here.
There are 3 control buttons. Buttons light up for better viewing and then dim down over time to allow for more comfortable sleeping. The device delivers air at the pressure prescribed by your doctor. The air keeps your airway open while you sleep, so you can breathe regularly and sleep comfortably. The flexible tubing should have room to move freely when you turn your head or roll on your side. If you have a humidifier, the start-stop function controls both the humidifier and the device. When you turn on the device, you also activate the humidifier. The dial on the humidifier allows you to adjust the amount of moisture from 0 to 5. Water must be in the water chamber in order to receive humidification. When the airflow is on, the humidification setting dial will turn blue as you turn it higher than 0. The ideal humidity is different for each person and depends on the environment in the room where you use it. The first time you use the humidifier, start with a setting of 2 and adjust it as needed. There are many kinds of masks, including a full line of Respironics products called the Comfort Series. In general, the better a mask fits your face, the more comfortable it will be. For example, this Comfort Gel mask from Respironics has a gel that can be customized for a personalized fit. Follow the directions that came with your mask to get a good fit. Press the Stop-Start button to start the airflow and breathe normally through your nose. You generally adjust the mask and headgear until it rests loosely against your face. Turn your head from side to side to see if you can feel any air leaks. Then fine-tune the adjustments until you're satisfied with the fit. In the morning when you get up, turn off the system by pressing the Start-Stop button. Once you become comfortable with your therapy and get a good night's sleep, you probably won't want to miss a night with positive airway pressure therapy. The REMstar device includes a display screen for advanced setup and reporting. Daily operation does not require you to interact with this screen. The screen is located under the device cover door. When you turn on the device, the active display screen shows the pressure that was prescribed by your doctor. There are other screens that you can access when the device is off. The Setup menu allows the patient to adjust specific settings. The Patient Self-Monitoring menu shows patient usage statistics, such as hours of use and number of compliance sessions. To enter the Setup menu, press the plus button from the Respironics resting screen. Once in a menu, use the arrow buttons to go from one screen to another. Use the plus and minus buttons to increase or decrease settings that you can program. You will first see the C-Flex screen if this feature is enabled by the home care provider. C-Flex is a feature that allows you to adjust the level of air pressure relief that you feel when you exhale. 1 being the minimum setting, 3 being the maximum setting. In the REM Star Plus model, the next screen is Manual Altitude Adjust. This setting assures proper pressure output from the device for altitudes and only needs to be used when traveling. 1 is for altitudes between 0 and 2,500 feet. 2 is for altitudes between 2,500 and 5,000 feet. 3 is for altitudes between 5,000 and 7,500 feet. The REMStar Pro and REMStar Auto do not have this screen, as they contain hardware that automatically adjusts to altitude changes. The ramp feature allows you to ramp up the prescribed pressure gradually.
I'm gonna try to set this thing up now. Yes, I am. I know nobody's watching, but I just spent the last 30 minutes or so looking up the CPAP. I have a CPAP. And I have a CPAP machine, and I never actually use the thing. And I just watch videos on how to set it up. Looks good. Looks like I'll be able to CPAP the shit out of it or whatever. I don't know. Let's see if I can even sleep with it. Felt pretty good. Felt pretty good. So, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I love watching these chiropractor shows. It's ridiculous. Alright, well. I gotta sign off now. No one watches me.